Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm a council leader at Eaglemont Church, and Pastor Marla's asked me to share a few thoughts with you. Something we've been talking about a lot in our house right now is the power of our words and the power of the tongue. And the Bible has a lot to say about that, particularly because when we're tired, we're frustrated, we're stressed, we often take out those things on the people closest to us that we love the most and feel safest with. And often those are the people that get our harshest words, our sharpest statements. And we know that words are powerful, but forget how influential they are. We are created in the image of God, and God created the entire world with his words, which kind of blows your mind. Even think of that in James, it refers to our tongue as a rudder. James 3 verses 4 and 5, it says, "Look at the ships also, though they are so large and are driven by strong winds. They are guided by a very small rudder wherever the will of the pilot directs. So also the tongue is a small member, yet it boasts of great things." Have you ever seen the rudder of a cruise ship? They are tiny in comparison to the size of the ship. It's hard to even wrap your head around how something that small the captain uses to direct the ship wherever he wants it to go. How powerful then is our tongue if our tongue is like that? By saying harsh words, we can create an environment of harshness. We can destroy our lives. Another concern that the Bible often has is that out of the same mouth come praise and cursing. James says, "My brothers, this should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring?" No, what is in our heart comes out of our mouths. And so if we've got harshness, fear, anger, growing inside of us, that is what's going to come out to the people that we care about. Our words can breed fear, discouragement, and yet it can also provide hope and love. The destructiveness can be impressive. James 3 verse 6 says that the tongue is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body, sets the whole course of one's life on fire. I have to admit, I kind of love the visual of that the tongue can set your whole life on fire. How? The destruction and the devastation that can be left behind from words that are spoken without thought, without care, without love. Proverbs 18 verse 21 says that tongue has the power of life and death. So I think we need to take some time and make sure that we are using the words thoughtfully and carefully, particularly with those that we care about the absolute most, that we love desperately and want the best for. Okay, so we get that we can say some harsh things, we can be destructive, that words are powerful. But then how should we speak? Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath." So speaking softly, kindly, gently. Proverbs 10:19 says, "Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent hold their tongues." Sometimes it's best to stop talking. Quit digging a hole. And my personal favorite is James 1:19. "My dear brothers, be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." Take the time, listen to the whole story. Don't just react and speak words before you've had a chance to fully process what story the kids are telling you, what they say has happened. Take the time to fully listen before you assume and say words that you're going to regret later. But even more importantly, fill your mouth with praise and joy and worship to the Lord. Psalm 119 verse 171 to 173 says, "May my lips overflow with praise, for you teach me your decrees. May my tongue sing of your word, for all your commands are righteous. May your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts." Let your mouth be speaking God's word, praising God, talking to God, and then it will direct the other words that come from your mouth. And now sometimes we've done this and we're still failing. So there's really only one final solution that trumps everything. Ask God for help. Psalm 141 verse 3 says, "Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips." And so as we work on controlling the words that we say to our loved ones and to those that we interact with out there, even when we're dealing with our fear and our worries and our concerns, just repeatedly ask the Lord for help. in controlling your words, saying the right words, having the words of encouragement and love and support, and not words of destruction, because we know that with God's help, we can soften our words and speak gently and carefully with those we love. Thanks. Have a great weekend.